we are going to talk about Flying to the Moon, the new Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson movie that at the 55-year anniversary of the first launch to the moon with those three great men, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, and where they walked on the moon. This tells the story Cape Canaveral, Florida, and I can't remember Channing Tatum's name, and he's not a real person anyway, but he's like the director of operations or director of engineering or something, and he was the one that was basically making sure that the rockets would fly. And then, of course, Scarlett Johansson comes in as this big-time New York ad exec who may be a con artist, and she gets blackmailed by Woody Harrelson's CIA a person to work for NASA and to get them sponsorship and build them up so that way they can make the space race what it was. Now, I will tell you, I didn't hate this movie. I actually liked it more than Longlegs. And well, no, I didn't like it more than Longlegs. I had more fun with it than Longlegs. It is your garden variety rom-com, but with, a few more little fun blips and stuff like that on there. It's not the way for streaming for it, in my opinion, personally. But, you might want to check it out. It's very dry in a lot of areas, whereas I think Scarlett Johansson and Woody Harrelson kind of carried this whole film, and Jim Rash did a fun job playing the director, because at one point they do make her without the rest of NASA knowing create a moon landing in a soundstage. Again, they say all this is fake, but I have to argue, why would you do that on the 55-year anniversary of the first launch? Like, why would you do this? The first time we put the man on the moon, you have people who not only think it was faked, but also believe that the world is flat. And you make this movie. Either you make this movie because it's like the UFO thing where like, oh my God, COVID exists. And then like everybody, UFOs exist, try and like divert us. Either you make this movie to try and make us like cushion the blow to the fact that you did film it. Or you are just asinine and throwing kerosene on the fire, not even gasoline, kerosene on the fire. And that old shit too from Victorian era. It's not diluted, and it just is going to go up in flame. You're even throwing whistleblower in it. It's over. You've just exploded it all. Why would you do this? Why would you make this movie and think it's a fun tongue-in-cheek? The actual story was good. You could have I think this movie would have benefited from not making it in the soundstage and only making it her trying to be a great PR person for NASA and him trying to get him to fly. And then at the end, they come together in love. I would have preferred that. It's not that you can't do a movie about a fake moon landing. It's not that you can't, but it's a cop out. It's a cop out. Because, and I'm sorry, I know I'm passionate about this, because it's not like you're making a movie about the moon landing being fake.
Right.
You're making a movie saying it happened. Everything happened the way it did, but we also did this too, and we thought it would be fun to share it. And it's wrapped around a cool love story. It's out. It just doesn't work. And yet, I still was the movie I probably enjoyed this past weekend. It's killing me. And I'm putting this up late, but if you're watching, you're seeing spoiler warnings, so good luck. Paul, I have spoken enough. What do you think of this movie?
I guess unlike you, I did like this more than Longlegs. Absolutely. I do still think this is one you should stream at home. I don't think you need to go. I don't think seeing it on a movie screen is going to make that much of a difference.
Nope.
I thought it was enjoyable. We're not going to get into all my conspiracies or whatnot. So when they did the whole fake moonland, they filmed it. I was like,
Make sure you join in for our conspiracy theory episode coming up soon. So
it's going to be such a mess.
So every year since for the past 2 or 3 years, we do a true crime episode. I think this year is going to be a conspiracy true crime episode.
It's going to be an interesting one, Mick. You're going to be like, what the fuck, Paul? Think I throw curveballs with movies?
You got a dark mind.
Nah.
Again, go down below to the bottom of the descriptions and look for that mental health resources that I put there on every episode.
But anyway, I did enjoy it. It's one I'm looking forward to seeing with the parents, just see what they thought, because they were kids when the moon landing happened, so they watched it on TV in school. So it means more to them. So I think having a fictionally based movie about it, I think they'd find very entertaining. I think they'd absolutely love this movie. So I think if you want a good family movie, or one you could take the parents or grandparents to, I think this one is perfectly acceptable, because I kind of appreciated that they didn't make it the whole movie about them just faking the moon landing, because I feel like they would have lost a lot of their audience, because then people that historically saw them landing on the moon and all that are not going to see it and be outraged that, why would you do this, blah blah blah. So I think they did it right. And I love both of Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson's acting. So I did enjoy
this movie. I get it. This movie was to appease the boomers.
Yeah,
that's what this movie was. It was to appease the boomers. Yeah, you got good looking 60s style. You got the most hopeful time in American history 55 years ago. And we went to the fucking moon. I know I'm trying not to curse, but that's an amazing achievement.
Yeah.
And like the boomers are walking in there and they're going to be like, well, they better not take this away from us. It better not be fake. Better not. And then it's like, oh, it's not fake. She faked it, but I get why she faked it. So when the real news comes out after the boomers are gone,
it's already there, man. Like I'm
kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want to piss off any of the actual like scientists. You can. I don't want to. But our ratings for this were we actually were inverted from the last one. I was 2.5 and you were 3 on it. Like I said, when streaming, check it out. It's a fun run of the mill movie, but whatever. We went long today. Holy crap! It's almost 8:30. All right, let's move on and finish this off with a